me why you always hate. Why you hate? Please tell me why you always hate. 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 Please tell me why you always hate.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot Town, that's an automatic hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. With his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Cousins now on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he locates Wheaton, complete. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marcus Wheaton, 88 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And the Jets have got it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. 2nd down, Cousins. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. To a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They go play action. Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Kyle Williams in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Rodgers now on first down. Going to Rawls on the dump off. It's a pickup of 19. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Billy Cundiff now to kick the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Danny Amendola on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. To throw, Cousins. A screen to Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers again now. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Thomas Rawls in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Cousins looking deep now for Amendola. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins now on second down. Allen has it, left side. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's got Cruz complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Cousins to throw it. And Davis with it left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. No gain on the play there, second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they'll have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Cousins being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Graham's got it over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And now it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the off-row corner, Josh Norman. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Rodgers trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing. Cousins. Open man. It's Vernon Davis. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. a big-time drop.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. His pass caught at the 4. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what it...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And able to break one tackle. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down following the run. And on the ground they go with the running back. What a spin. 9 yards on the pick.